All right, so in my last lift drawing series, I mentioned one of the videos that I was going to go back and start adding the pipe to the same model that we've been working on, creating all the concrete lift drawings. Now, in addition to what I did then, I want to also show the pipe and some of the maybe some of the equipment that is on this building. So this is what the purpose of this video is. So to save some time, I started creating a couple of views. So essentially the first thing that I did is I just went to this one, right click, and then duplicate view, duplicate with detailing. That's how I created it. That's how I ended up with this one. And then at the end, I just renamed it to pipe. And then this for the second lift, I did exactly the same thing. Right click, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing. And that's how I came up with this one. Now I was doing all this kind of ahead of time, but I thought it'd be helpful to show all these little steps just to make sure that everyone's following along. All right, so with this view, this is the active view that we're working on right now. So one thing that I'm going to do right now is I really don't need any of these tags that I created for the concrete lift drawings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select in one of them, right click, select all instances visible in this view. That is going to select all these little guys right here. And then I'm just going to hit delete, right? Because we don't really need those. Now you want to make sure that you are selecting the correct model that has all the correct pipes. So for our case, we have the ductile iron pipe. This is the main thing that I'm going to show in this video. We have the ductile iron pipe sub or vendor modeling all their ductile iron pipe. So I'm not going to use the design from the design engineer. I'm actually going to use their model. So I want to link in their model into mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to manage links, and then I'm going to go back to add instead of reload from. And I'm going to go back and try to select that model. So if I go select the correct model for this building, you're going to see the positioning. So right now, if I bring it on auto internal origin to internal origin, the pipe and the building, they're not going to align correctly. So we typically work with shared coordinates. Each project might be a little bit different. Some projects use project base 1 and project base 1, but for our projects, we use shared coordinates. So this is something that you have to define with the sub that you're working on prior to kind of starting to get models from them. So I'm going to select shared coordinates, click open, click OK. I'm going to go back and click on visibility graphics, so VG on the keyboard. I'm going to click on work sets and my links, which that's the link that's the model that we just linked into this one. I'm going to say show, click apply, and or maybe it comes into work sets. All right, so it ended up being the share levels and grids. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and click hide on the architectural. All right, so I think we're in pretty good shape. This is showing us all the piping that are sub Ferguson. There's a sub modeling all the pipe, all the ductile iron pipe for this project. This is what they modeled. So I think we're in pretty good shape. This is essentially what I wanted to show in this view. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the upper level. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So select all the keynotes, or not keynotes, but tags visible in this view. So I'm going to click delete. And then one thing that I want to do here is let's bring in the pipe first. So visibility graphics, Revit links, and then we're going to go to work sets, and we said it was on the share levels and grids. There you go. All right. So if you want to learn a little bit more about work sets, how to create them, and how do they work, I created another video. I'm going to leave a link somewhere here on the screen or down in the description of the video, so you guys can go watch that and then have a better understanding on how to control different things using work sets. All right, so for now, we turned on the pipe on this model. We clicked apply, click OK, and then there it is, right? So we have the pipe for the view in the lower level, and that's first lift. And then we have the pipe, and I'm just going to leave it turned on just to get a good visual for the guys in the field once we give these drawings to them. And then for the upper level, I like how this looks. Now, one thing that maybe could be a little confusing, or maybe not confusing, but it doesn't show the entire picture, is I'm going to go back to visibility graphics. Remember, you can do VG on the keyboard. I'm going to go to filters, and I think for the walls, for all these upper level walls, I think I want to change the transparency, and we're going to say probably 60. Let's see how that looks. Click OK. So this is okay. I don't exactly love it, but for now I'm just going to leave it like this for the sake of this video. Essentially what we're trying to do is turn on the pipe and then show the guys in the field what exactly is penetrating all these different walls. Now the other thing that I also want to do is I forgot to bring in the design mechanical equipment. So again, we're going to go to manage links, and I'm going to link in the design mechanical models. So I'm going to go to design models, and then for this building is building 30, and then that is this guy. I'm going to bring it by shared coordinates. Click open. All right, so we're going to click OK. All right, so now this is looking better, right? This gives the guys in the field a better idea of what's inside of these walls, was penetrating these walls. For example, we have these pieces of equipment, these troughs kind of going from one end of the wall to the other. So whenever they're going through the set of lip drawings that we created. So if I go here to one of these sheets, so let me select on this guy, let me figure out which wall. So this is wall 28 and 28A. So if I go to wall 28 and 28A, which should be somewhere in here, right? So once the guys are looking at these drawings, and then they see these openings on these walls, so let's call it these troughs. Once they see this, they're probably wondering, well, what exactly is this, right? What goes through it? There's got to be some type of equipment going through here. And if I go to 126, so I'll be this guy, and then those are the troughs. Those are the troughs. Those are the openings. The guys in the field are wondering what exactly is going here. So by adding all the equipment to the lift drawings, or to these views, and then by adding all the pipe, they're going to know exactly what is going through there, and they're going to have a better idea. All right, so I'm going to leave this video here for now. In the next video, and I'm going to show you guys what I do once I turn on all these pieces of equipment. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.